best if we just start right away. So, I've heard that you're looking for a new contract, and I think you did the best thing you could have done, rather than going to the media and, I want out. You came to me, you came to your agent, that's what you should do. So here's what I have for us today. I'm going to be able to work out, getting you a new contract, right? And is it, let's just get this out of the air right now. Do you want to be extended by your current team, or are you looking for a new contract entirely with a different organization? Okay, I can make that work, right? It might not be as easy as an extension, but I can make that work. Okay, so is there any specific team that you want to go to, or is there any teams on the list where you're like, nope, I would rather retire than play there? I gotcha. Okay, yeah. So, no, let's say, when you say New York, do you mean the Jets or the Giants, or both? Okay. I mean, who wants to play there, am I right? So, that's a no on those. You don't want to go to Miami either. Why don't you want to go to Miami? It's a beautiful place. It's sunny. It's beautiful weather. You see how they're playing. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. We don't want to go to Miami. Okay. Are those just, is that it? You're fine with going anywhere else? Okay. I mean, obviously you're going to have places you want to go, places you don't want to go, and then there's going to be teams in the middle, right? Some of these places that I might be able to get in contact with may not be your number one choice. Is that okay? Sure. Okay. Give me your number one choices. Where do you want to go play, right? And it's going to be hard to say teams like, best teams in the league, the top teams, because it's not going to be easy for them to pay you, because typically speaking, the best teams in the league have the highest payrolls, right? So, give me some teams where you want to go play. Sure. Who wouldn't want to go play for the reigning Super Bowl champions, am I right? Okay, so we got Philadelphia. Where else? Okay, that one might be a little bit hard. They just traded for Micah Parsons, and they're gonna have to pay Micah Parsons. Actually, they might have already paid Micah Parsons. So getting you a contract at the value of money that you want might not be the easiest thing. But being your agent and being me, I'm gonna see what I can do. Okay, I'm gonna do everything I can to get you where you want to be, right? Okay, so we got Philadelphia, we got Green Bay. I'm about to put a question mark by Green Bay, because that is not going to be easy. But like I said, I'll do what I can do, right? Where else? Okay, Tampa Bay. I mean, I don't really need a reasoning, but, they're doing good. Weather's good. You look good, you play good, right? That's the saying. I don't know why that applies to anything, but that's the saying that they say. So you got 3 teams there. Is there anywhere else you're thinking that, I would like to go play? Okay, that's interesting. That is interesting. I think we can maybe visit that. They're looking good, right? This year they're looking good. I mean, ever since Tom Brady left them, we know what the Patriots have been, right? But they look good. They look good. They're off to a hot start this year. And I think, honestly, if we could maybe get a sign and trade, right? You get traded there, you get an extension through them. That might be easier than just straight up testing free agency, because a team like New England, who do they have on payroll, right? They don't have to pay Drake May for, until his rookie contract's over. let's just say, even though they're not off to the greatest start, we can't go to the Kansas City Chiefs and be like, hey, listen, we have this guy, and he wants a contract. He wants to play for you guys, but he wants to be extended through you guys, right? He wants to sign a long-term deal with you guys, and he's asking for $700 million, right? They're going to just hang up the phone and laugh at me. But if you go to a team like New England, who necessarily doesn't have anyone on the books right now, and say, hey, listen, this guy is willing to come here, he wants to come here, and he wants to help out your program, and he wants to make you guys better, but he also wants to get paid what he deserves, right? I think that is a more sound argument than just straight up going to a team like the Kansas City Chiefs, or a team like, I don't know, the Buffalo Bills, or a team like, you get it, you understand what I'm saying. Anywhere else, I should write down where your intended targets are that you want to go. I'm trying to think of teams, maybe, I don't know, how would you feel about the NFC West, right? That division's pretty tough right now, and especially if we're looking for, I don't necessarily, not a long-term deal, right? But if you're looking to get on a contending team right now, and then still test free agency in the offseason, you got a tight race there out in the West. You got the Rams, 49ers, and the Seahawks all bidding for that first place, and I think one of those teams would be willing to jump the gun and trade and get you on their team, and then I will have to pick up talks after towards the end of the season with extensions, or if you're going to test free agency. But again, it all comes down to what you want. Do you want money? Do you want a ring? Or do you want playing time? Because those are three things. It's like that, I can't think of what it's called. It's three light switches where they all can't three be active at one time. You can have two, and then one down here, and you flick this one, and the middle one goes down, or you flick this one, and the middle one goes up, and this one goes down. And it's just like a thing here where it does this, and this, and this, and it's all, that's exactly what it is. That's a good analogy. That's a great analogy. They taught me that, actually, when I was in school. I don't know why it applies to the NFL, but they did teach me that. So, what do we think, the NFC West? Okay, I'm just gonna put down NFC West besides Cardinals. Gotcha. Okay, we're moving now. You're gonna have to give me some time, right? I have to make a few phone calls, and let's see, I might be able to start a bidding war for you, right? I gotta get guarantees that if you get traded there, you're gonna get extended, or if, I gotta see what they're gonna offer and how things are gonna go, because if that's the case, that's just what it is, right? And we'll make our decision based off that. I'm not gonna accept anything before I speak to you. Of course, I hope you don't accept anything without speaking to me if they call you directly. Okay, so give me some time. I'm gonna step into the other room real quick and make a few phone calls and see what I can do, and then I'll get back to you, okay? Alright, so here's the rundown of what just happened. I called every single team on your want list, right? Philadelphia had no interest. They had no interest in you, and I think it might be a little bit of a cap situation over there is why, because I told them you're looking to be extended once you're traded there, that you're not necessarily looking for a short-term one-year rental, so they just straight up told me we have no interest at all. So I said, okay. So next on the list, I called Green Bay, and they kind of said the same thing with the cap situation. They said, hey, we just got Micah Parsons. We just traded a lot of our talent and our picks to get this guy, plus we extended him, so we're very low on funds. They said they'd love to have you. They'd love to have you in Wisconsin, but it just doesn't make sense for them right now to do it. Plus, I don't know, we'd have to, if necessarily, we'd have to work something out with your current team. But I don't think that would be too hard to do. We could just go with the route you're not going to play until you get traded, or, and that's another thing I talked to them about. I said, if this happens, this arises, the team doesn't want to trade him, he's going to sit out, and he's going to sign in free agency with you guys. So, it's up to you if you guys and to help you on a playoff push, or if the owner of our current organization is going to be willing to part ways and want to actually get a return for him rather than him just leaving in free agency. So I called Green Bay. Like I said, they were interested, but they can't. So I moved down the list to Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay did seem interested, but they also said they needed a little bit of time to think it over. They're doing fine in their division right now, and you're not necessarily at a position of need for that team. But they're interested. I mean, I think all 32 teams in the NFL would be interested in you, besides Philadelphia for some reason. They just were not having it. So they said, it's not a need. We're doing fine right now. We don't need that extra push to get over the hump, and we don't necessarily want to give up assets to do so. So I said, we'll be in touch. I said, I'll relay the information to you, and that's just what it is. And then I got to New England. New England was very, very interested. They were actually excited to hear that you were looking to get an extension with whatever team you wanted. They want to build their future, and they want to, play for not just this year, but the next year and the year after. And that's exactly what I think you were looking for with an extension. They were very happy. They said, once I talked to you, to get in contact with our organization, and they may be working on a trade as we speak. So, if that's what you want, New England is a great option. And they're looking for someone of your talent to fit right in and maybe make a playoff push this year and take that AFC East. After that, I called the Rams, I called the Niners, and I called the Seahawks. The Rams were interested. As you know, the Rams like to trade away a lot of their draft picks and their capital to gain, to buy a Super Bowl, as you saw with Matthew Stafford in 2021, I believe. They traded away all their future picks to get Stafford, and it worked out. I think that could be a situation here with you this year again. And I think, if we were to able to get you there, I think the LA market is obviously bigger than a Green Bay or a New England. But yeah, I think LA would be a great fit. The Rams would be a great fit, and to make them have that playoff push to the division. All the teams in the NFC West were interested. The only issue is that none of them wanted to have extension talks. They wanted to save that for later once you were, on the team and shown them that you're going to play for them or whatever. So, those are all options. You have a dealer's choice between Seahawks, Rams, and 49ers. But even Tampa Bay, I guess Tampa Bay would be, but New England to me, I'm just giving you my best advice here. New England was the team. They wanted to extend you. They wanted to sign you, or they wanted to get you there via trade, right? They're willing to get you now to make that push. Plus, they want to extend you for the future. I think that is your financial safe opinion, or my financial safe opinion to go to New England, because you're guaranteed them to give you a contract once you get there. And it's not like if you were to go to, let's just say Tampa Bay or Seattle, where if you were to go there and break your leg and not play the rest of the year, you're not going to get extended, and you're not going to, your value is going to be hurt when you hit free agency the next year. So, it's obviously, of course, up to you. I'm not going to make decisions for you. You're going to have to let me know, and then I'll take the next steps of getting with the organizations, both the one you're in currently and your new one. So take your time, right? This is not a one-day decision. It's not a 30-minute decision. I want you to take your time with this. Give it a week or so, and give me a call. We'll meet up again, or if you decide, hey, we're gonna do nothing. We're gonna stick with our current team here. We don't even have to meet up. Okay, just take a week, think it over, talk to your family, talk to your wife, maybe even talk to your kids and see what they think, where they want to live, right? And then get back with me, and then I make the magic happen. So if you do end up wanting to get out of this organization, I can make it work for you, and I will do what is financially best for you, your family, and your career. Okay, and that's my agent guarantee, right? That's what I do. why we've been, I want to say partners for such a long time, because I love representing you, and I do a very damn good job at it. I don't like to toot my own horn, but I mean, come on, look at us, right? So, take your time, take a week. Give me a call back when you're ready, okay? All right, now get out of my office.